So the buyer's journey, we're going to go through this actual bit of a timeline, a grid. So first of all, when somebody comes to you, they're completely cold. At this stage here, they don't really know about you, they know not much about you. It's a stage where someone kind of realises, oh, I've got a problem that needs to be solved. So if you think about yourself, when you Google something and you think, oh, I need to find some information out, I need to find someone who can do this, we're quite cold, aren't we? We just start searching. And at this stage here, we're just getting awareness. We're just getting awareness of, well, who's out there to help me, what companies are available. At this stage, a client will get awareness. And what they're doing here is, at this point when a client comes in and they're cold, your main intention is to just serve, not sell to them straight away. Just serve, serve, serve. And the way you serve is by you giving them lots of information, or helping them with their inquiries, or having a website that answers questions. There's all different ways that you can serve somebody on their journey. So here, when the client's in the cold stage here, what they've become is pain or problem aware, which means they've realised, I have this issue, or I want my house doing, or it might be I've got pain in my foot, I need somebody to look at it. Whatever that is, you kind of come aware that I need something doing and I need somebody to do it. So the buyer becomes very aware they have a problem. So for me, it's people saying, well, I want some help in my business, I need a bit of guidance, I'd like to I'm sick of doing it on my own, I'm sick of falling down and not knowing which way to go, I need a bit of guidance, a bit of accountability. So it's that kind of opening up of the client going, I have the awareness of myself that I need something doing. At this point, when the client comes to you, they're totally cold, they don't really know much about you at all. So what your job is to serve them, give them information, let them know about you. Stand out from your competition as well. So the whole point of the awareness stage is about the client, and what we've got here is you're going to be answering some questions on this here. So what you should know about any client that comes to you in the cold stage is, how do buyers describe their goals or challenges in the context of your business? So you'll have clients that come to you thinking about your business. They'll have particular things that they want to have solved. So you need to kind of know, well, what are these things that your clients usually come to you for? How are your buyers educating themselves on the goals or challenges? So it might be the case that, well, they educate themselves on it. They might go on YouTube, watch videos. Or they might go to my competitor down the road who has a website, tells them all about it. Or they might actually just go and try and sort it out themselves or speak to a neighbour. So you need to start really understanding, well, how does your buyer actually deal with the challenge that they've got in front of them? And you need to know as well, what's the consequences of the buyer not taking action at this point? So for me, in the damp proofing company, it was really simple. If the buyer didn't take action, what would happen is their damp would eventually go into their timbers. Not only would they have a rising damp problem, they'd now have timber infestation, which would actually completely crumble a house. So it's about you understanding, well, what things, if the buyer doesn't take action, it would have an impact on them. Are the common misconceptions that the buyers have that need addressing? So ours was, if they saw black mould, they just thought it was damp straight away, and it wasn't. Sometimes it was a condensation issue, so we had to educate them there as well. So this is all about serving the things that you need to be doing with the client, make sure they're right. And also, how do the buyers decide whether the goal, the challenge, whatever they've got, should be prioritised? Is it something really urgent to them? Isn't it? Is it something that they can spend time on making a decision on? Is it something that could have a massive impact on their life if they don't sort it out? Is it something that gives them ease? So it's about really questioning your client and going, right, what are all these things about my client here that I need the information on? Because the more you understand about your buyers making decisions, the more you can handle those decisions as they come through. So here, you should be taking this action. You should be creating information. It's not to be salesy. At this point, we're not selling. We're just giving them information about the service, the product, how fun it is, whatever it is there. And it should educate them. So this is like educating them about what's it going to be like if they buy from you, what you're going to solve for them. You can provide them resources to help them define the problem. So what we had on our website, people would come through an ad, completely cold traffic. They would then jump on a page, would have a pop-up comes up straight away, and on there would be, do you have damp? Don't make a decision right now, read this report. And the report was full of telling them about This is what you're looking for, that's not what you're looking for. This is the kind of system you want to use. Why do you want to use our system? Because our system actually cues it. These systems don't. So people then started to educate themselves and go, oh, well, I've got something for free there. And then it's all about helping at the call stage. So you've got a little activity to do. And linked to these here, you've got a sheet that's you're going to fill in. And I want you to think into it. So I want you, first of all, it says, how do buyers describe their goals or challenges in the context of your business? So when they come to you, what are they talking about? So like for Dean, with his kids, it's like, oh, my kids are doing my head in, I just need to have something where they're just occupied for an hour, or they're not coming over every 5 minutes. I'm bored. You know, all them things that, what do your customers want? How do they describe the challenges? For you, it'd be the fact that in your business, if you're doing refurbs, for me, it'd be like, I'd say, I want a company that just deals with everything all under one roof. I don't have to think about everything. It's all done professionally, and I'm out of the loop with it. So hands off. So it's about really understanding your client and what they want. How are your buyers educating themselves on the goals or challenges? So this is really thinking of if they're trying to find information out, do they go somewhere else for it? Are they going to your competitor? Are they searching particular places to find out more information before they make a buying decision? I'm a bit of a searcher. Raise your hand if you're a searcher in here, like you realise you have a problem, then you go and have a little nosy about, like, well, what? And especially if it's something I don't understand, if it's out my reach, I'll go and do a little bit of like hunting, just to educate myself slightly a bit more before I then start looking at it, even sometimes contacting a company. I just want a bit of knowledge. And here, what are the consequences of the inaction of the buyer? So it's about you understanding if they don't take action, what's going to be the consequences for them? Because sometimes people don't know they need to take action, and there is consequences there. And if you know the consequences, you're able to help them make that buying decision. So there's more and more questions on here. And I want you to be thinking at the back here, it's about you thinking about your business. What types of information do you currently have? Or can you create that will educate them along the path to purchasing from you? You might have nothing right now. You might not have a brochure. You might not have a free pack that you give away. You might not have any information. You might have pictures. You might have testimonials. That's all information to help them make a buying decision. It's about you going brainstorming and going, what do I have? What could I have to make it even better? So, for example, in on the telesales that we do, the guys said, look, I need information. It was when Dean was in, and they said, I need a brochure making, didn't they? I need a brochure making where I can kind of do the call and then give them something so they can go away and read a bit more information if they haven't made a decision there and then on the phone at all. We've had it before where recently we're saying if somebody hasn't made a decision or they're not at the right place to make that decision right now, right for us, instead of just letting them go, what we'll do is maybe give them some free content. So they feel that they've had something in exchange from it as well. Not only what that allows us to do in the whole sales process is educate them more, so they'll be aware of our business and what we can provide, but also leaves the door open, because at any point the sales reps can go back to them and go, oh, how did you get on with that content? Did you learn any tips? Have you implemented anything? So it's about you then looking and going, what can you do in your business that allows that door to stay open? Provides resources, educates them, because what you want to do is you want to put out all the competition. You're not wanting them to go start looking down the road or comparing you to anybody else. You want to be helping them, serving them, giving them so much value and information. Why wouldn't they come to you? So this is for you to start filling in. Obviously, share your ideas with each other as well on the table. And this is all the process, the first stage that a client starts to make. It's their awareness. And if you're able to grab them in the awareness section and fill their needs, you'll then get them onto the next stage.